Good evening, good afternoon. It's nearly 3:30. We're starting a little bit earlier. Welcome back to another Euro 2020 fantasy stream. We're going to try and lock in that team selection, answer a few questions. There's pretty much no point in discussing what the Italy lineup or anything like that might be, because we will find out the lineup soon. Apparently, there's going to be like 7 to 8 changes for that. So there's only going to be a few players that start. Apparently, there's only going to be 2 changes for the Netherlands. If you're on Limitless, that looks really good because all of a sudden Memphis Depay looks like a great option. I've got my wildcard active. That is fully active. We ain't messing around. I did the Limitless. I clicked that button while I was streaming. Possibly I should have gone wildcard last week because we had 2 Russian defenders for 4 million. And some last minute changes went horribly wrong for me last week. Taking out Dumfries and bringing in Wijnaldum for Perisic was bad, but I'm still, I think, just outside the top 10k, so it's not awful. Plus FPL started releasing the prices, so that's nice, isn't it? How's it going? Lineups are out already. Okay, I'm going to have a look. Let me bring up the team for now. So that is Twitter. Okay, so this is the team as it stands. So this is my wildcard team. I'm going to check the line. I don't think the lineups are out yet. It's only 3:30. They'll probably be out in about 15 minutes. So I'm really interested in the Italy team sheet because obviously I've got 3 Italy players. There is no point in going for anyone not starting from Italy, obviously. So that one I'm keeping an eye on. Once it's in the app, I'll take a look at it. The only thing I don't like about this team really is I've only got 2 German players. I really wanted Gnabry in, but not having De Bruyne just feels pretty crazy to me. I think he's going to get. I think he's gonna get more minutes than Hazard. He's a bit more expensive than Hazard though. I think, unlike last week, I don't think there's too many changes I'm going to make to this team. The fact once I found out there was only going to be 2 changes for the Netherlands team, Dumfries went straight in. I didn't even mess around with Wijndal. Meunier, I'm not 100% on because I just don't know if he's definitely going to start. But I just feel like they haven't got many options that can play there. Unless they play someone out of position, of course. And elsewhere, I guess it's just captaincy picks and cheap players anyway. So I don't think it's the end of the world. By the way, I think I can afford Gnabry over Havertz. So that might be a change that I make. I took Gnabry out because he was more expensive, so it gave me more money to play for. Yeah, Toloi for Italy. It could be Bastoni as well. I guess there is slight concern over minutes for any of the fullbacks. Will they make 60, for example? So Bastoni might be a better option. But this is how I've gone for right now. Perisic, the main reason he's in is captaincy day 3. Because on day 3, like, first day is probably going to be an Italian captain. Maybe Mbolo. He might come in. Then it's going to be Depay or De Bruyne. Then it's going to be Perisic. And on the last day, it's going to be German. I'm also tempted in Moreno as well. Moreno instead of Yaremchuk could be an option. He did play last night for Spain. Will he play in Matchday 3? The only problem is, will Torres be left out? The Spain team is just so hard to call. But he did play well, Moreno. How Spain didn't win that game, I don't know. I think Spain's XG is something like 6 for the first 2 games, and they've scored once. It's mental. I know people think Morata's awful, but come on, he's not that bad. I do like Morata as an option. I already said that in one of my earlier videos. I can't afford him because I'm a wild card. If I was on Limitless, I might consider it. Immobile, I don't think he's going to start. Again, we won't talk too much about Italy until we get the lineups, right? Because we could discuss it for the next 20 minutes, and then the lineups just tells us everything we need to know. I'm not going to be putting a Limitless draft together on this stream, no. But there ain't many changes, I don't think, from a wild card. If I was Limitless, I'd be tempted to still go for Kane, possibly for day 3 captain. If not, I would put Perisic in. I think you can have both German midfielders, maybe Muller up front instead, and you can probably have De Bruyne and Hazard. And then maybe you go for one of the attacking, someone like Emerson maybe, left back instead of Toloi. So that's the kind of option I'd do. I would upgrade the goalkeeper. But there ain't a huge amount of changes I would make to this team with a Limitless. So don't feel too bad about the wildcard. But it's exactly the same in FPL. Like when I used my wildcard early last year, it was all like, well, you're going to need it later on. You're going to need it later on. And I was thinking, well, you need it now. So it's the same thing. Like wildcarders did really well in Matchday 2. I expect a lot of them outscored me. But hopefully the Matchday 3 wildcard can hold its own. So we'll see. I'm not afraid. So... Again, right, we're going to go through this Dumfries questions a million times. The word on the street is from the Netherlands press conference with the manager is that he's only going to make 2 changes to the team. It could be Dumfries and Depay, right? It could be. I don't think it will. I definitely don't think Depay gets rested now. He said something like he's not worried about his form. He'll get into form. And he should have got more points the last couple of weeks as well. So I really like him. Dumfries maybe, but it feels more likely that they replace Van Arnold maybe for Wijndal. And by the way, I think De Roon's on a yellow as well, so they don't want him suspended. And De Ligt went off and didn't look that great. I don't know what the situation is with him, whether he's fit or not, but he didn't look great when he walked off. So maybe they won't want to. Maybe they won't want to risk him. I don't think Dumfries is that. The thing is, I'll be honest, I'm afraid of not owning him. I had him in my team last week. I took him out last minute for Fernandes, and it went horribly wrong in like the most horrible fashion possible, where Fernandes only gets 1 point. He was definitely due more in that game, honestly. And then Dumfries absolutely smashed it. So part of that is me worried, I'll be honest with you. Do we get another wildcard next week? You get unlimited transfers. It's not a wildcard because you can't use it when you want, but it works like a wildcard, right? Okay, you can go. Italy Twitter has photos of the dressing room. The shirts are up. Belotti and Insigne look like they start. Yeah, but I mean, everyone's shirts up. It wasn't Immobile in one of those pictures. Well, again, Italy doesn't matter. We'll literally find out before we have to do the deadline. I was so excited thinking you had Perisic. Told my friends how you're killing it here too, giving us things over how you're doing, absolutely destroy FPL in the coming season. I know. The thing is, right, I made some last minute changes, but one of them was to bring in Bale, so that worked out okay. But taking out Perisic for Wijnaldum and taking out Dumfries for Fernandes, I mean, that cost me about 20 odd points. Massive. Any concern about Mounier being replaced by Chadley? If I'm wrong, please let me know in the chat. I thought I saw that Chadley was going to play half an hour. Second half or something. Okay, Italy lineup is here. So Donnarumma's in goal. Belotti. It's not a freaking. Bonucci starts. Donnarumma and Bonucci, Jorginho are the only 3 starters from all the other games. So Verratti's in, Belotti's up front, Pessina is in, Emerson left back, Chiesa, Bernardeschi, and Toloi are all in. So there's two 4.5 million defenders there, I think, right? Toloi and Bastoni are both 4.5 million defenders. With Chiesa's got a knock, why is he starting? I don't know, maybe you're right, but why is he starting? Hang on a sec. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's gonna be 4-3-3 again. Jorginho, Verratti, and Pessina in the middle. Belotti up front with Chiesa and Bernardeschi flanking. Toloi and Emerson. And then Bastoni and Bonucci in the middle. So pretty decent. Wales, by the way, if anyone cares. Ramsey and Bale starting again. Happy days. What about the Switzerland game? I mean, it's going to be pretty standard, is it? Zuba, Shaqiri, Mbolo, Seferovic. Does Yaziki start? No, he doesn't start for Turkey. I was thinking about putting him in instead of like Alaba or someone, but he's not started again. Yeah, he had that game against Italy, and then it's all gone to pot. Where's the chat gone? Hang on, let me bring that back up. So there you go. I don't think I'm tempted to change the Italian players I've got. I mean, I could go for another Italian defender, but then I'd have to change someone else. I don't think there's any changes I want to make. Striker, midfielder, defender. It feels okay. The fact that the thing is, they're not going to be as good because it's backup players, but I'm hoping that they're going to want to show the manager what they can do. Excuse me, and I don't think Wales are going to be much of a match for them. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. So I think the fact we know they start makes me way more comfortable with going with them. It's just a case of whether I go for Toloi or Bastoni. I'm not sure. I'm guessing Bastoni's minutes are probably a little bit better. How do I rate Bale's chances? I mean, fairly low, I would say, but probably better than the first team, I guess. Which is the fullback? Toloi is the fullback. Bastoni's the centre-back, I think. I could be wrong. Is Malin not starting? He might do, but I'm not confident. If they're only making 2 changes, I'm not confident. I've used my wildcard, yes. There you go. It's put in the chat. You can tweet my team if you want. I'm not going to look at it though, I'll be honest. You got no Swiss players, correct. Who would I have instead? Who would I have instead for my Swiss players? I've got a bit of money in the bank, so I've got 0.7 to play with. But I think realistically it'd be Mbolo for Belotti. And I think I'd just rather captain the Italian player. Yeah, my wildcard's active. Look, wildcard. Oh, you can't. Wildcard active. Limitless played, wildcard active. We're going for it now. If things go wrong, well, guess what? We've got another bloody wildcard next week. Is Bastoni good in corners? Got no idea. No idea. I hadn't even heard of him until we started Euros. Yes, like you can go to the app. You can see the lineups in the app. Well, Locatelli's not in the team. So he's no good. Which, I mean, I'm going to go for the fullback, which defender, but I mean, there's nothing to say that he's going to be super attacking or not in this team. And Bastoni could get more minutes. The Euro 2020 app. Kimmich has to be in there at 6 million. Maybe. But he's playing as a wing-back and he's listed as a midfielder. If he was a defender, possibly. Bastoni had 3 assists with no goals this season. I've not even looked at them. Hang on a sec. I can quickly have a look at their stats. At club level, anyway. Well, and kind of at international as well. Bonucci and Donnarumma starting is great for fan team. I kept them both in, and I swapped Insigne for Havertz, so that's worked out quite nicely. So Bastoni, his X 0.09. I don't want to overthink this. Surely you go for the fullback. Yeah, I'm definitely going for the fullback. He's in. He's 30 years old. Happy Father's Day, by the way. I'm spending it doing a stream. Italy would struggle for a clean sheet. I mean, they've still got Bonucci, Donnarumma. They've still got a pretty good defence. It's not as good. The thing is, Wales don't need to push it either. Wales are through. So I wouldn't be too worried. The thing, yeah, Bale against a weakened Italy side, but I mean, it's still stronger than Wales, surely. Am I sure with this team selection? I mean, I'm fairly sure. I don't think there's any standout bad players I've picked. Yaremchuk, maybe. I could swap out for someone at 7.8, but it's just no one really standing out. I think Ukraine are going to attack again. How many points do Ukraine have? Is it 3 or 4? I can't even remember. Oh, they lost against Netherlands and then they won, didn't they? So they got 3. So they need to get a point, ideally. At least a point. And Austria, I don't know, Austria weren't great in the last game, but that was against Netherlands as well. So let's look at up to 8 million strikers. I've only got 7.8 there, remember that. Yeah, Spain. I mean, Moreno. I like Moreno, to be honest. I really do. I'm just not 100% sure if he's going to start again. Moreno gives me 1.3 to upgrade somewhere else. But I'm not sure where I would use it. Even Alaba would only go up to 6.8. And I don't think that, because Berardi's not starting, I don't think. Oh, I've clicked the wrong button. Oh, you idiot. I don't think there's any options. Belotti or Mbolo. I'm going Belotti. I still think Wales, I still think Italy are going to be strong. Again, maybe I'll have that wrong, but Perisic and Yaremchuk or Yarmolenko and Mbolo. I'd probably... that's tough. Yarmolenko and Mbolo, I'm going to say. Mostly because Yarmolenko's on penalties. Not much more to it. I think that's quite tight. Who was I looking at upgrading? Oh, yeah. Midfielders at 6.8. I don't think there is anyone. Ah, come on, you idiot. My way. Oh, 7 million. I mean, Berardi's the one, isn't he? Mount. No, I can't have Mount. It's got to be 6.8. Hang on, let me have a look. God, there's so many 7 millions. Linetti. Goretzka. Not even going to start. Tielemans. Duda. Nah, I don't want anyone against Spain. Brozovic is just so deep. Sarabia isn't starting. Could start, I guess. Vlasic. Vlasic, maybe. 1 point. Probably not. I don't think there are any players that I would want. Souček against England, possibly. I think England are looking good for another clean sheet, to be honest. Could be wrong. Dan James against Italy? No. Elmas, definitely not. I think I'm sticking with Alaba. Unless I'm missing someone. Hummels is 5 million. Yeah, I mean, I could upgrade one of my defenders. But the thing is, I like the fact that Mailer, etc. are kind of attacking as well. Hazard's out because I just can't afford him, basically. Yeah, Isaac, I can't afford him. I've only got I've only got 0.7, so I can't afford another 8 million. I think there's just no reason for me not to go Belotti, I don't think, now that we know he starts. Let's see if I can line that up. There we go. Anyway, sorry, I've been looking through my own team for ages, forgetting I'm on stream. Yeah, Lukaku might start. There's no guarantee that Lukaku misses out, and he could be absolute gold against Finland. The one player I would definitely have if I knew he was starting is Batshuayi. I am tempted just to punt on him. And if he doesn't start, I won't even know because he's playing the same day. Yeah. I don't know if I want to risk Batshuayi instead of Yaremchuk. Feels better just to go for the definite starter. Yeah, Gnabry, great choice. I could go Havertz to Gnabry. I've not completely ruled that out. Damsgaard, 6 million from Denmark. Yeah, possibly. Denmark looked really good in the last game. Yarmolenko again. I can't. Who do I fit him in for? He's 8.5 million. Perisic is in because of. Perisic is only in for captaincy reasons. I've already wildcarded. Yes. You can make unlimited transfers in round of 16. Hazard and De Bruyne are going to start. They're both going to start. That's a good point, actually. I could do De Bruyne down to Hazard, but I just think De Bruyne is going to get more minutes. That would give me another 0.5 million. I've given up on Marlon because I just don't know if he's going to start. Yeah, Pau Torres is good, actually. He's another one I could have in. I could just not go for the Italy defence. I mean, Toloy is 4.5. Yeah, it's 5 million I've got to spend. I could go for another German defender. Hungary have got a push. Oh, he's a mid on this game, is he? Yeah, but I bet he's expensive, isn't he? Oh, he's 6 million. Do we think he's going to start, though? Oh, he could be a punk, couldn't he? I didn't realise he was listed as a midfielder. Hang on a sec. Oh, never mind. Maybe I punt on him. I'm going to confirm that for now. Will he start though? I don't know if he will. He's only got 1 point. He did start the last game, didn't he? He must have come off before 60 or I got a yellow card. There we go. Sorry. It's literally written right there. He did look quite exciting. Do you know what? For a punt, I might keep that in. I can't even find who said that to me, but that's a nice shout. That is a nice shout. That is my bench. Although, 23rd. Anyone on the 22nd? Perisic. Why can't I confirm it? Oh, God. I can't confirm it. Is my internet dying? Oh, is the page dying? Belotti not going to play next time. But you get unlimited transfers. Don't panic about next time. All right, let me sub him in for Perisic. Oh, it's not letting me confirm it. Oh my god, this thing's mental. Okay. It's not letting me confirm. I can't confirm my team. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, the site's down. The site is down. Hang on, let me see if the app works. It's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal either. Is it mad to have 2 Finland defenders to allow for more funds in forwards? Yes. I think so. I mean, they're playing Belgium. They're just no good. You want players that are going to start in this, preferably. No Ronaldo, no. Just because of the fixture, nothing else. Come on, let me... Oh, it's just not working. Hang on. I'm going to try on the app a sec. Oh, it's okay. So in the app, it has worked. In the app, it has worked. So that's all I've done. I've put Damsgaard in and put Paris. Let me see if I can refresh this now. No, still messed up. There you go. What's his... Okay. Right, sorry. I had to just check. I'll wait after clicking confirm. You mean don't spam it? Don't spam it. Is that what you're saying? But the thing is, it's not going to work now because he is subbed in. Okay, I'm pressing it once. Yeah. Nah, it's not going to work. Just trust me, okay? Just trust me that it's done. I'm not fooling you. Can do it tomorrow. Yeah, but I don't... Yeah, but the reason why this is a possible problem, even though it's not, but let's just say if it was, is if like all my players score well, then I wouldn't want to take one of them off for Damsgaard. Do you know what I mean? If I had limitless which forwards, I'd be tempted to take a punt on Lukaku and hope that he starts. How likely are Depay and Dumfries start? I'm confident enough that I'm putting him in, but I mean, other than that, I just can't tell you. I just don't know, do I? Was it a reliable source? It was straight from the press conference. Unless the wording has been done crazy, like people got the wording wrong, it seems to be just 2 players. He wants to keep practicing the 5-2-3 or 5-3-2, whatever. Yeah, if I was on limitless, I think Depay, Lukaku, I'd probably be tempted with Kane or Morata. I just think Kane gives another captain. I know he's been awful. And England aren't scoring. But either that or Morata, I think. Maybe Muller. So one of those kind of 3. Do you think this is the was good enough to create chances for Blotti? I hope so. I mean, Chiesa was like... Madman Marketing, thank you. Chiesa was like tipped to start, right, for one thing. I don't know. I think Italy's just got a lot of strength in depth. So I'm not too worried about that. The fact that he's starting kind of helps for me. Is there better options? Maybe. Who's definitely going to start in England defence? John Stones is the only one I would pick. I would be surprised if Maguire doesn't start. But outside of that, it's Mings or Maguire. So it's Pickford or Stones. That's it. That's the only players you should pick, in my opinion, from England this week. Take a -4 to have 11 nailed players and 2 confirmed non-starting or wildcard. I probably wildcard. With so many chips and so little time to play them, it doesn't seem right to start taking -4s, to be honest. Okay, so this is the site right now. Oh my god, this thing is awful. Imagine if FPL did this on every deadline stream. I'd be screwed. I'd be out of business. No Gnabry just because I can't afford him. That's all. I like him. I really like him. Who are my alternative captains each day? Is in like who I'm captain each day or who could be different ones? I mean, Embolo instead of an Italian defender player could be good today. Hazard's not injured. No, he should start as far as we know. Yes, Paul, that's a lot of laughing emojis, apart from we all get unlimited transfers in round of 16, so I will take them all out. Depay's on penalties, and he should play. It could be my end, but everything else is working as is. Okay. Hang on. What was I looking for? I can't remember what I was looking for then. Just being an idiot. Embolo or Belotti? I'm going Belotti. I mean, I guess I've made my... You can't see, though. Oh, this is so annoying. I might just have to get a screenshot off the app and just send it to myself. Just so you can see it, because this is stupid. Throw your hands up. I'm going to get my team on screen because watching this is just pointless. Save. Move in, move out. Hands up or hands down. Let me just put it up on screen so you don't think I'm cheating. So this is the team as it stands. There we go. Until the page loads, I'll just leave it like that. I think that's pretty readable anyway, right? So you can see my team. I think last week I made quite a few last-minute changes. I don't foresee too many this time around. I just don't. Almirola, Depay, Belotti, good for Limitless. They're not bad. I wouldn't say they're awful picks, no. No, I would be tempted to get Kane or Lukaku maybe, but depends who you're happy to captain on day 3. Schmeichel instead of Sofanov, you're not contradicting with Mela and Sofanov. Yeah, a little bit, but Sofanov's 4 million, Schmeichel's 5 million, you know? So that's why. Yeah, look, maybe it's my end, I don't know, but it ain't working properly, as you can see. Like, I'm not... I don't know. I could try and confirm on the other side. On another... Let me see if it loads on a different page. We got the game set. Still don't complain? Yeah, 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Nah, definitely not working my end. Everything else is fine. Throw your hands up. By the way, we've all seen the FPL prices. I'm surprised no one's asked me about that yet. Let me see Az's team. Oh, what's he doing? Gundogan. Ugh, Gundogan. Danielson, not bad. They've been great. Pedri. Oof. Okay, sorry. Am I definitely going for Belotti over Embolo? I think so, yeah. I don't know. The thing is, I don't even hate Embolo. I don't even hate Embolo at all. I think he's a good option. Let me just look at one more thing, and then I'll decide. I just think I don't know. It's tricky because we know Italy is stronger than Wales, but obviously Italy have changed pretty much their whole side, right? So it's not going to be the same Italy team we've seen, but you'd still imagine they're better. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to stick with him, I think. Yeah, Belotti's him. He's captain. Maybe I should captain Toloi. Are you using your wildcard today? Yeah, I've used it. Round of 16, you get unlimited transfers. You don't need a wildcard. Read the rules, people. Read the rules. Or watch my rules video. Bushcan. But he's 4.5. I don't have the money, I don't think. I mean, I could get rid of Damsgaard and go back to Alaba, but I don't know. I quite like that pick. Shout out to the people that mentioned that. I've got 0.2 in the bank. 0.2. Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, whatever you just said was a fair point. Embolo will probably play 90, correct. Belotti maybe comes off after 60 or something. You could be right. Minutes are important. Not saying they're not. I'm just looking. Moreno. Is Moreno somebody that I want? They are... Ding. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sorry. Yeah, if you said to me you've got to have Embolo over Belotti, it wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me. I mean, everyone's saying, should I use wildcard? Should I use Limitless? Look at your team and decide. Like, I can't tell you. I don't know what your team is. Can you tweet your team photo? It's on the screen, right? Emerson could be a good pick. There is a part of me that's tempted just to go to Bastoni just because he's definitely going to get more than 60, you'd imagine. But I don't know. Going for a fullback just seems a bit more exciting, doesn't it? Especially in the first game. How's Ricardo Rodriguez as a punt over Munier? Don't hate it. I mean, Turkey just have not been good at all, and Switzerland need a good result there. So I don't hate it. Obviously, there is a chance that Munier doesn't start, but Finland are so bad. I know Finland have got something to hold on for, but I just think Belgium are going to be too good. Loz, Embolo, my captain. Thoughts on Morata started? I think he'll start. I really do. I don't think he did much wrong. Spain should have scored more, don't get me wrong, but he did score. And you saw the embrace with embrace, by the way, not brace, with Enrique afterwards. 2.6 million in the ball feels weird on a wild card. Oh, in the bank, is it? And yes, FPL Pro, so I had to check it wasn't April 1st. Yeah, I think Morata will start. I think he will. I mean, Spain have got so many attacking options. They could change him around, but I think he probably will. Danny, thank you very much. Yarmolenko's a decent pick, yeah. Tolo usually plays centre-back for Atlanta. Oh, really? Really? Eden Hazard and Rebic, or Belotti and Bolo and Yarmolenko. Second one, I think. Belotti and Bolo and Yarmolenko Perisic. Probably Perisic if you haven't got a day 3 captain. You could do Foden for Perisic and 0.5 extra. I just worried about England, right? I think I probably over-exaggerated and other people definitely over-exaggerated when we drew 0-0. It's just like, it was just that emotion. The initial reaction is like, I can't believe what I've just watched. We should be able to win that game. But realistically, 4 points after 2 games is fine. We can still win, get 7 points and top the group. But will he change those 2 wingers? Maybe. I just don't think that Foden's worth it when I know that Perisic will definitely start. And that's the only reason. I don't hate Foden, obviously. But that's what I'm thinking right now. Could both Belotti and Embolo work? Absolutely. If you got the money and that's how you want to play it, no issues with that at all. If on Limitless, would I keep Yaremchuk or go Kane? I would probably go for Kane. I wouldn't have this forward line if I had Limitless. Depay and Belotti maybe, but Yaremchuk would go for sure. You're out of budget for this team. You shouldn't be. I mean, I've got budget left, 0.2 million. Maybe I had some of these players before they went up in price, possibly. That could be why. Same team, less money. Why same team, less money? Oh, Jesus. 7.5 captain for day 3. Honestly, it's tricky. You could risk Grealish. But again, is he going to start? Nobody knows. No, Marlon. I'm not interested in Marlon now. I don't know if he's going to start. I think Depay will. Batshuayi punt is very tempting, right? If I knew he was going to start, I would do Yaremchuk to Batshuayi straight away. I wouldn't even think about it. I just don't know if I want to risk it. Oh no. Okay. Pau Torres over Mela. Maybe. Spain have definitely got more chance of a clean sheet than Denmark, but I just like how attacking he is, so I'm going to stick with him. Josh has it going. Depay and Sean, 4 minutes on Morata and Marlon. Not sure about... I don't think Depay will get 90 minutes, but I do think he'll start. I don't think Marlon will, so I'll say... But I mean, Sean, who the hell's that? I'm going to be honest, when I don't know the player. I'm always going. I can't even check because the freaking app. What a pain! What an absolute pain! I can't even make any freaking changes. But the one with the pie sounds better. Rodriguez, Switzerland, or Munier will definitely start. I mean, if you want a sure starter, you go Rodriguez. But if Munier plays, he could be proper decent, like proper decent. Like Finland, like forget everything that's happened. Forget that they got 3 points off Denmark. Finland are the weakest team in that group by a long way. I know they might want to try and hold on for a draw, and therefore they might not attack. It could be difficult, but I just don't want to go without Munier. Yeah, look, the man in question again, right? Netherlands, apparently they're only going to change 2 players. It could be Malen in for Weghorst. It could not be. That's it. I don't know if he's going to start. That's all I can tell you. There's only going to be 2 changes, apparently. Who they are, no idea. My guess is it's De Ligt, De Roon, or maybe Van Arnold, or maybe Weghorst that gets taken out. But that's 4 players, and only 2 of them are missing out. Who they are, I do not know. Why not 3 German players? Just money. I mean, I would like Gnabry, but I don't know who to put him in for. Any Spain outfielders, good shout. Llorente is only 5 million, but he's listed as a midfielder. I don't think he's the worst enabler. Otherwise, almost started 2 in a row. 7 million could be decent. What 7 million midfielder should I choose? I'm going Chiesa. Yeah, Forsberg's not a bad punt. I think Sweden have been alright. He's on penalties too. If I had to put Ronaldo in, who would I cut? Yaremchuk. But I'd have to find like 5 million to upgrade him. Could go Kimmich. Kimmich over Damsgaard. Maybe, but I mean, Kimmich is just listed as a midfielder. I know he's playing as a wingback. I know he's very attacking. I don't know. What's Kimmich's record like for Germany? Let me see. Let me see here. He is on 0.32 goals and assists per 90. He's not bad. Kimmich isn't a bad... I don't think Kimmich is a bad shout. Pick 2 from Belotti, Yaremchuk and Bolo. I'd probably take Yaremchuk out. The thing is, don't downplay how important it is that we know Bolo and Belotti start with that kind of question. That is important. Like, Yaremchuk will start as well, but... you know that the other 2 are definitely starting. Yes, I've used wildcard. Morata for Belotti if I had the funds. Ooh, I'd probably just go Belotti, to be honest. Yeah, Kimmich is good. Go Kimmich. Go for him. I might swap him, but right now, Damsgaard's playing as a right at the front, isn't he? So... everyone's loving Kimmich. Everybody's loving Kimmich. I mean, he is great. Don't get me wrong. He is brilliant. But I don't know, like, Damn, if he's going to start, seems like a pretty fun punt to me. Am I just putting Kimmich in for the sake of it? Possibly. It just feels like Kimmich should be a defender, that's all. Seriously though, why will this page not load? Just hate it's not. It's going even less far now. There's so many questions on will players start. Ultimately, if it's not Italy, Wales, Turkey, or Switzerland, I don't know. I'm guessing. Hey, here we go. It's finally loaded. Let me just hide this picture for a second. Okay. All right. You got me thinking about Kimmich. Meunier seems like a must. Yeah, I mean, Chadley could play there, but I don't know if he's going to. Yarmolenko or Malinowski? I'd definitely go Yarmolenko. He gets closer to goal, and he's on penalties too. So if you've got the money, Yarmolenko is definitely better than Malinowski. I don't like Kimmich that much. I love the way Germany's wingbacks bomb forward. So you love the way he bombs forward, but you don't like Kimmich. It just... I'm not... Like, again, I'm not saying he's a bad player. It just feels wrong from a fantasy perspective to pay... To put someone in who's a midfielder, takes up a midfielder spot who's going to play as a wing-back. We're just so used to them being listed as defenders, you know? Do give the stream a like if you're enjoying it, by the way, and hit that subscribe button, please. We're past 160k now. We're going for 200k. Let's get to be the first channel to 200k, the first FPL channel. Why don't you try something more aggressive, like double Danish defence? You don't get extra points for being aggressive, you know? Who do I take out? I mean, Gozens, Dumfries, and Meunier are locked, so it's basically Toloi in one of the best defences in the tournament, I would say, even with this many changes. Or Kier. Yeah, it's just not that exciting, really. Like, there's no way Gozens goes anywhere. And if Dumfries and Meunier start, and I haven't got them, I'll be like, oh, God. That's bad times. It's bad times coming. Morata or Depay and White? Depay. Penalties. Should start. Happy days. I'm not going to do a limitless team, no. I've already done a video on that. I don't think it's too much different to this team anyway, so I'm not going to do I'm not going to draft a whole limitless team now. Ming's just 4.5, yes, but I think he has to give Maguire minutes in this game. I'm just going to ask someone I know who's Danish if Damsgaard's definitely going to start. Hang on a sec. Oh. Ah, I hate typing on my phone. Okay. Taking out Marlon Hazard for Depay and over Højbjerg or Phillips. Good shout. I'd want to try and find some money to at least go to like an Alaba. But yes, in theory, that's probably pretty decent. Do I think Perisic will get points? I hope so. I hope so. What about Perisic to Yarmolenko? I mean, in isolation, yes, I probably prefer Yarmolenko. Maybe just about. But it's captaincy. That's the only reason. That's captaincy is why I have Perisic in the team. On day 3, I need a captain. I could be Mount and spend 1.5 elsewhere, but I don't know. People, don't spam the emojis. Chill with the emojis. Come on. You really like this channel. So do I. So do I. I love this channel. I was just thinking earlier, I was putting together some graphics for FPL price rises. PS, there will be an FPL price reveal reaction video later today. And I was like, I'm just so lucky I've got this channel. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for asking questions, for subscribing, and all that good stuff. What about Big Shaq, Shaqiri? Nah. Kane's 12.5. That is madness. Madness. There's my reaction for you. Is he actually? Is he actually? Let me see. Are you lying to... Son's 10. That's fair enough. 12.5 for Kane. See ya. See ya. You ain't coming near my team. Goodbye, Kane. You had a great season last year. This season, meh. Son for 10 is good. Son for 10 is good. Kane 12. I mean, I'm going to do a price reaction video later. Guess what my reaction is going to be to Kane now. See if you can guess. Have a guess how I'm going to react. Spoiler alert, I didn't do a fake reaction then. How many points before you switch a goalkeeper? I mean, clean sheet. I got... It's really weird. I got questions. When Pickford got 6 points, I got questions on Twitter. People asking me if they should swap to Lloris. Like, if you're hoping for a clean sheet and a penalty save, that ain't happening. I mean, it can happen, but it ain't happening. Then Mane's 12. Mane's 12. Kane 12.5 at City is decent. Yeah, fair enough. Swap Damgard out for a 5 minute. The thing is, if Damgard's going to start up front, I like it. Like, I know I've kind of only latched onto it here, but I like him. Degeneration. Sleeping on Rodriguez, possibly. Is Depay worth 10 million? Hopefully. Mane overpriced? Yes. Jota 7.5? Yeah, not too bad. You subscribed and liked. Good man, Corey. Do you think Yarmolenko will start? Yes. Do you get another wild card? Do you get unlimited transfers in the last round of 16? Marlon for Nevins. Don't think he's going to start. 4.5 million keeper. Stecklenburg. Why do you have a Russian goalkeeper and Denmark defender? Hoping it's a 0-0. If not, I'll just swap my goalkeeper to Simon for Spain. How come I didn't go with Hazard? Because I wanted Depay and I couldn't afford both of them. Before the Netherlands news, I had Depay and De Bruyne. I had De Bruyne and Hazard. As soon as I saw that Netherlands were only swapping 2, I took out Hazard and put Depay straight in. I think De Bruyne will get more minutes. That's the only reason. Poulsen, not a bad option at all. Denmark looked really good in the last one. Bale for Italy game. I think maybe if you're on Limitless and you want to pump, it's too much money on a wild card. If you can't make transfers, download the app. I'm not going to keep answering the Malin question. Honestly, I could keep answering it. I feel like I've answered like 50 million times already. On Arnautovic over Yaremchuk, I don't hate it. Arnautovic is decent if you've got the money. Take a punt on Sancho. Oh, God, I hope Sancho starts. Seriously. Which Belgian defender will start? Apparently, the centre-backs are going to be the same, but instead of Denayer, it's going to be Vermaelen. So outside of that, we don't know. Oh, my God, I can't even see the chat. It's going so quick. Ramsey at striker. He could be making those same runs as last game, possibly. I don't think he's a great option, though. Do I think it's right to go big up top for round 3, no bonus points, so lower ceiling the mids? It depends what chip you're using, right? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. I mean, I don't think I've gone particularly big up front. I could swap Belotti again down to like a Moreno and save 1.5, but I don't know what that really allows me to do in midfield. Is it necessary to have a captaincy option for every day? It's a good idea, in my opinion, yes. I asked a few people who play these kind of format games a bit more, and they agreed. They kind of said, well, I didn't say, do you agree? I said, what do you think? And they said that, and I was like, yeah, I thought that might be the answer. It's just such an advantage to have that extra captaincy. If your first 2 are blank, like if your first 2 blank, you get to day 3, you got no player. You've only got 1 more to rely on. I know why people are asking the question. That's why I asked it myself, because day 3 is just a bit rubbish. But yeah, I think it's good to have one. Will Grealish start? I don't know. My guess is going to be no. I think if he was going to start, he would have started against Scotland. I think if we'd won the Scotland game, different story. But I don't think he'll risk too much now. 0.6 remaining, Havertz or Gnabry. I'm going to say Havertz. I just think Havertz seemed to get a bit closer to goal more often. He did a bit of a poacher, wasn't he? Yarmolenko over Chiesa. If you've got the money, I probably would, yeah. For Limitless, which Italy defender would I go for? Probably Bonucci. Guess he's going to be that. Although then again, will he come off early? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd be torn. I think I'd be drawn towards Emerson, but is that just because he's more expensive? Maybe just go Bonucci. You could go Depay, Damsgaard to Malen, Hazard. Yeah, but I think I'll get more minutes with Depay and Damsgaard. I mean, don't get me wrong, Damsgaard's a bit of a punt. I don't know if he's definitely going to start. So I just asked, you should follow him. I just asked, I'm just saying, confirming the handle 100%. It's FPL Trebbiani, right, Joey? Damsgaard was our best player against Belgium, but didn't even get on the pitch against Finland. Only started 3 times for Denmark. I think he starts, but I won't guarantee anything. He's the most creative player we have when Eriksson isn't there. So I guess he plays to replace some of that creativity, but I don't know. So he is a bit of a risk. Apparently Southgate has confirmed that Kane definitely starts. Let me see if I can find that for sure. I've just realised when FPL leaked the Spurs, when Spurs put the prices out, they put Højbjerg in there as if anyone's going for him. Let me see. Okay, I can't see the Kane thing. But I mean, I got to be honest, Kane starting is not a surprise, right? He's not a surprise at all. Dumfries or Mounier? Oh, I'm going to say Dumfries just because I think there's more chance of him starting, but it's 100%. It's hard. Yeah, it's 100% legit. It was on the BBC. Kane starts. Yeah, I not really surprised, is it? I think it'll be mostly full. I think it'll be mostly the 11 we've seen, to be honest. Need a few good 4.5 million defenders. 2 I've got. Toloi, Mailer, Windle maybe if you want to take a bit of a punt. Bastoni is good as well. Another Italian defender, definitely starting. Could be an option. You and me, it's true. Get rid of that. Calvin Phillips or Llorente? I'd probably go Llorente. I just think he's going to be more attacking. The thing is, if I do the Marlon question now, I've got to do it again in a sec. Stop saying punt. Why? No, I trust it. Like if they say Kane starting, then yeah, job done. Muller, is he a good option or money better spent elsewhere? I don't think he's a bad option at all. I do think I prefer Havertz or Gnabry, but if you've got midfielders that you want, like if you're on a Limitless or something, and you've got a really good midfield like De Bruyne, I don't know, Hazard, Perisic for captaincy, one of Gnabry and Havertz, or even both, and you've still got a Germany spot, although you shouldn't because Gozen should definitely be in your team, then yeah, I think Muller's a good option. How he's not come away with anything yet, I don't know, but he has. Thank you for posting about Ultimate Fan. I finished 7th in Matchday 2. You won £250. Congratulations. I'm hoping for a better time in Ultimate Fan this week because Muller's not got me anything so far, but he's playing Hungary, so he's got my golden boot. Modric is my captain. So yeah, if you want to check that out, go and watch my team selection video. Belotti and Perisic to Moreno and Hazard. Not for me. Any fear of missing out on the crunch Portugal-France game? No fears. I mean, it could be another open game, a bit like Portugal-Germany, and I think France will do really well out of that, but it's just too expensive for me. Chiesa captain, he's playing far forward. Possibly, he could be better than Belotti. I might change that. I haven't given that a huge amount of thought, if I'm completely honest. Maybe going for the captaincy is a better option. I suspect Belotti's more likely to score, though. Why no? Yeah, I'm just no money. Yeah, Chiesa captain is not a bad shout. I might change that. Midfielder, if you can nail a midfielder for captaincy, then you'll. I mean, if I got 8 points today, I'd stick. So I guess with Belotti, I'm hoping for 2 goals. Where if Chiesa, I only need 1. Yeah, that might not be the worst shout. If you didn't care about Tuesday captain, what would you do? I don't know if I'd do anything really. Maybe change Perisic to Yarmolenko, possibly. Possibly. My must picks if I was doing Limitless: Depay, De Bruyne, Dumfries, Hazard, Gnabry, Havertz, Gozens. Well, I would not bank on a Sancho start, given he's had zero minutes so far. I just think there's no way he starts. I can't believe he's not got on the pitch yet. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Remember, this is fun, not stress. Yeah. I agree. Please stop saying punt. Punt, 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 punt. Why? Why? Take a punt. I'm like a child when you tell them not to do something and then they just do it more. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I know it's not deadline, but we've got the team sheets. That's all we need to lock our teams in. So I think I'm probably going to keep my team as it is. I might change the Chiesa captain, because if he just gets one goal, that could be enough to stick. And I think after last week's captain blank, I would probably stick on 8 points in match day one, in day one, possibly. I think 8 or 9 I stick. So we'll see. Who will I captain tomorrow? Probably Depay. Probably Depay, but I might go fancy with De Bruyne. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, Yash. Please, if you have enjoyed it, right, there's loads of you watching. Please do give it a like if you have enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button. I'll be back with a FPL video later, price reactions one. Yarmolenko, Perisic or Havertz, also Embolo or Depay. Depay, Havertz. Unless you need a captain on day 3, in which go Perisic. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. I'll go and get my team locked in, all that good stuff. Please do give it a like if you have enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button. Obviously, from next week, we get a bit more time between the deadline and the next deadline, basically. So there might be a little bit less daily Euro content, but I still have plenty to go for. I obviously have my team selection. Team selection should be up on Thursday as well. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I've got to go and do other stuff before I go out later. For Father's Day and stuff like that. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Usually I go on to the deadline, but I just can't tonight. Can't this afternoon. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Good luck with your team, and I will see you again soon.